Chosen one, something shifted while you were sleeping. It was not a dream. It was not a figment of your tired imagination. It was a tangible, heavy, and holy alteration in the fabric of your reality. You woke up today and perhaps the air felt different in your room. Perhaps there was a silence that felt louder than the noise of the world, a stillness that pressed against your chest, not with anxiety, but with a profound, resonant authority. Do not brush this feeling aside. Do not rush into the busyness of your day, ignoring the subtle signal your spirit is trying to send you. Pause. Breathe. Listen to the hum of the atmosphere around you. What you are sensing is the aftershock of a divine intervention that took place in the unseen realm while your physical body rested. You see, while the world slumbered, while the noise of human striving ceased for a few hours, the courts of heaven were in session concerning you. This is not a metaphor. This is not a comforting story to make you feel better about your struggles. This is a spiritual report of a transaction that has just been completed. The archangels, those ancient burning ones who stand in the presence of the Most High, witnessed it. They paused. They stopped their eternal rhythms to observe what was happening over your life. It is rare for the hosts of heaven to stand in such collective awe, but last night your file was pulled from the archives of eternity. Your name was spoken not with pity, but with a thunderous finality. You have been walking through a season that defies description. It has been a time of pressure so intense that you often wondered if you were being crushed. You have carried a weight that no one around you could see. You smiled when you wanted to scream. You showed up for others when you were running on empty. You gave and gave and gave, even when it felt like heaven was silent and the earth was taking everything from you. There were nights you cried into your pillow, muffling the sound so no one would hear, asking God how much longer you had to endure. There were mornings you woke up feeling heavier than when you went to bed dreading the battle of simply existing. You felt isolated, misunderstood, and frankly forgotten. You looked at the lives of others and saw progression while you felt stuck in a loop of delay and resistance. But I am here to tell you that the delay was not denial. The silence was not absence. The pressure was not destruction. It was the crushing of the olive to produce the oil. It was the refining of the gold to purge the dross. And last night, the refiner looked at the fire and saw his reflection. The process is complete. The atmosphere you are feeling right now is the stillness of a battlefield after the war has been won. You are so used to the noise of the fight, the clashing of swords, the whispers of the enemy, the constant need to defend yourself, that this sudden silence feels strange. It feels unnerving. You might be interpreting it as emptiness or even a calm before another storm. But hear this clearly, this is not the eye of the storm. This is the peace of victory. If you are sensing this shift, if your spirit is vibrating with the knowledge that something has changed, even if your mind cannot explain it, I need you to anchor yourself in this moment. CTA 1. If you feel the weight of this truth, if you know deep in your gut that you have crossed a threshold, I want you to type 777 right now. Do not hesitate. Mark this moment. By typing it, you are telling your spirit, I am awake. I am listening. I am present for this revelation. And CTA 1, let us go deeper into what happened. For years, there has been a contention over your destiny. You are not a random soul drifting through life. You are a marked individual. You carry a specific frequency, a light that irritates the darkness. This is why you have faced such strange, irrational opposition. This is why people who should have loved you turned against you. This is why opportunities that seemed perfect suddenly dissolved. It was not bad luck. It was strategic containment. The enemy saw who you were becoming long before you did. He saw the generational chains you were destined to break. saw the healing you would bring to your bloodline. And so he built a cage of invisible barriers around you. He used words from authority figures to limit your vision. He used betrayal from friends to wound your heart. He used financial struggle to wear down your hope. But you kept standing. You were knocked down, yes. You were bruised, certainly. But you did not stay down. There is a resilience in you that is not of human origin. When logic said to quit something in your spirit, said one more day. When the pain was unbearable, you didn't become cruel. You didn't let the bitterness take root. You protected your heart. You kept it soft, even when the world gave you every reason to harden it into stone. This endurance did not go unnoticed. You thought you were suffering in the dark, but the gallery of heaven was watching. Every time you chose integrity over a shortcut, it was recorded. Every time you chose forgiveness over revenge, it was noted. Every tear you shed in secret was caught and stored. And last night the books were opened. The accuser stood ready to list your failures. He pointed to your mistakes, your doubts, your moments of weakness. He tried to argue that you were not qualified for the next level. He tried to claim that the trauma you endured had damaged you beyond repair. He spun a web of lies using your own memories against you, trying to convince the court that you were too broken to be used. But then the advocate stepped forward. He did not argue based on your perfection. He argued based on his promise. He pointed to the blood that covers you. He pointed to the nights you stayed faithful when no one was watching. He revealed the secret battles you won that no human ever applauded. He showed the scars on your spirit, not as marks of shame, but as badges of honor. And a silence fell over the court. The Archangels Michael and Gabriel looked on as the verdict was delivered. The gavel came down, overruled. The decree rang out through the dimensions. The accusations were silenced. The claims of the enemy were declared null and void. The limitations that were placed on you by others, by their jealousy, their fear, their smallness, were shattered. This is what woke you up. This is why you feel that strange mixture of exhaustion and alertness. Your spirit was present for that verdict. You may not remember the details in your conscious mind, but your soul knows. You are walking differently today because the chains that were dragging behind you yesterday have been cut. You might look in the mirror and see the same face, but in the spiritual realm, you are glowing with a new intensity. The heavy, suffocating blanket of waiting has been lifted. You have transitioned from the season of preparation to the season of manifestation. Do not look for the evidence in the physical world just yet. The physical always lags behind the spiritual. When a star explodes, the light takes time to travel across the cosmos, but the event has already happened. The explosion has occurred. The energy has been released. In the same way, your breakthrough has already happened in the heavens. It is now traveling toward your natural reality at the speed of light. Think about the relationships that have drifted away recently. Think about the doors that closed despite your best efforts to keep them open. You grieved them, didn't you? You thought you were losing something. But heaven was clearing the room. Heaven was removing the scaffolding because the building is finished. Those people, those situations, they were props for a previous scene. The scene has changed. The curtain is rising on a new act, and they cannot come where you are going. This is not a time for nostalgia. This is not a time to look back at Sodom. If you look back, you will become paralyzed by the past. You must look forward. You must set your face like flint toward the horizon. The shift that happened last night also involves a restoration of time. This is a concept that the human mind struggles to grasp. You feel that you have lost years. You feel that the delays stole the prime of your life. You look at the calendar and feel a panic rising, thinking you are behind, thinking it is too late. But the God you serve is the master of time. He does not live inside time. Time lives inside him. Last night, a decree of redemption of time was issued over your life. This means that the acceleration coming your way will make up for the years the locusts have eaten. What would normally take 10 years will happen in 10 months. What would take a lifetime will happen in a season. You are entering a period of supernatural compression. Connections will happen instantly. Resources will appear before you even ask. Favor will go before you and open doors that have been rusted shut for decades. This is not because you are lucky. It is because the kinetic energy of all your unanswered prayers, all your waiting, all your endurance, is being released at once. The Archangels are shocked because they have rarely seen such a swift turnaround. They are marveling at the plan God has unveiled for you. It is far bigger than you imagined. You were dreaming of survival. God was planning dominion. You were asking for a way out. God was building you a throne. You have been tempered by fire for a reason. You are not like those who have had it easy. You have a depth, a gravity, a wisdom that only comes from walking through the valley of the shadow of death. You are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness because you know how to suffer without losing your faith. You are a weapon in the hand of God. And now the weapon is being drawn from the sheath. The stillness you feel is the breath before the command. It is the moment the arrow is pulled back fully against the bowstring right before it flies. There is tension, yes, but it is dynamic tension. It is the tension of potential energy about to become kinetic. You must be careful in the coming days. Because you have been shifted, your words now carry more weight. The decree has been signed, and you are now deputized to speak it into existence. Do not speak of your lack. Do not speak of your sickness. Do not speak of your confusion. Speak what heaven has said. Speak the verdict. When you feel the old fear rising up, that familiar tightening in the chest, that whisper that says it will never happen, you must recognize it for what it is, a lie from a defeated enemy. It is a phantom pain from a limb that has already been healed. Do not agree with it. Do not entertain it. Say to yourself, that is the old me. That is the old timeline. I have been shifted. The dreams you have been having are not random. The vividness, the symbols, the faces from the past appearing to you. This is your spirit processing the cleaning out of your archives. God is settling accounts. Those who wronged you and walked away laughing, their laughter has turned to silence. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to prove them wrong. The table is being prepared in the presence of your enemies, and you won't even have to look at them to enjoy the feast. Your vindication was part of the transaction last night. The lies spoken against you in secret rooms were exposed to the light of truth. The false narratives constructed to assassinate your character were dismantled. The masks were ripped off the faces of those who pretended to be your allies. You may not see the fallout immediately, but the foundation of their deception has crumbled. They can no longer stand against you because their footing is gone. You are free. Can you try to comprehend the magnitude of that word, free? Free from the need to please them. Free from the need to explain yourself. Free from the burden of carrying their expectations. Free from the generational curses that held your parents and grandparents captive. The cycle stops with you. The line in the sand has been drawn with the blood of the Lamb, and the enemy cannot cross it. This freedom might feel uncomfortable at first. You have been wearing the shackles for so long that your wrists feel naked without them. You have been walking with a limp for so long that you have forgotten how to run. But the strength is returning to your legs. The power is returning to your voice. Archangel Michael, the warrior prince, has been assigned to guard this transition. He is standing at the threshold of your new season with a flaming sword. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is not just a poetic verse. It is a law of physics in the spiritual realm. The weapons will form, let them form. They will look scary. They will make noise. But they will not prosper. They will malfunction. They will misfire. They will boomerang back to the sender. You are covered. You are hidden in the shadow of the Almighty. Now, as this truth settles into your marrow, you have a responsibility. You cannot go back to sleep. You cannot go back to living as a victim. You cannot continue to rehearse the story of your pain. The story has changed. Turn the page. You are the protagonist of a victory march, not a tragedy. The tragedy was just the prologue. The real story begins now. You need to prepare your vessel. Start acting like the person you saw in your visions. Start dressing like them. Start speaking like them. Clean your house. Organize your life. Make room. You do not pour new wine into old wineskins. If you want the new blessing, you must get rid of the old clutter, both physical and emotional. Forgive. Not because they deserve it, but because you are too important to carry the luggage of offense into your destiny. Release them. Let them go. They are not part of your future. Every ounce of energy you spend hating them is an ounce of energy stolen from your creation. Call back your energy. Call back your power. The scroll that was opened last night contains the blueprint of your purpose. It details the lives you are meant to touch, the problems you are meant to solve, the beauty you are meant to create. You were not saved just to survive and pay bills until you die. You were saved to establish the kingdom. You were saved to be a lighthouse in a dark time. The world is shaking. You can feel it. Institutions are crumbling. Certainties are dissolving. People are frightened. They are looking for something real. They are looking for someone who has peace in the middle of the chaos. That someone is you. You have gone through the fire so that you can be fireproof. When the world catches fire, you will not burn. You will stand and you will pull others out of the flames. This is the high calling. This is the burden of the chosen. It is heavy, yes, but you have the shoulders for it. You were built for this. God would not have allowed the pressure if He had not installed the hydraulics to handle it. You are stronger than you think. You are wiser than you know. And you are more loved than you can possibly feel. Last night, the love of the Father washed over your timeline. It filled the cracks in your heart. It soothed the raw edges of your soul. It whispered, I have not forgotten you. I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. You are entering a time of divine coincidence. You will meet people, and it will feel like you have known them for 1,000 years. These are your tribe. These are the destiny helpers who have been held back until this precise moment. They could not come sooner because you were not ready, and they were not ready. But the timing is now aligned. Watch for the synchronicities. Watch for the repeating numbers. Watch for the songs that play at the exact right moment. These are the winks of God reminding you that you are on the right track. But also be prepared for the final attempt of the enemy to distract you. Just as you step across the threshold, a distraction will come. An old ex will text. A sudden bill will appear. A minor chaotic event will try to steal your peace. Recognize it. Laugh at it. It is a bluff. It is the last gasp of a dying season. Do not give it your attention. Keep your eyes on the prize. You are walking on holy ground. The very place where you stand in your room listening to this is consecrated. The angels are present with you right now. They are awaiting your agreement. They cannot violate your free will. They have the orders from the throne, but they need your signature on the delivery receipt. How do you sign? You sign with your faith. You sign with your declaration. You sign by refusing to worry about what you cannot control. Rest, real rest. Not the sleep of escape, but the rest of trust. Cease striving. The battle is the Lord's. You have fought long enough. You have cried long enough. Wipe your face. Wash your spirit with the water of the Word. The silence you feel is the blank page waiting for you to write the new chapter. And this time, you are not writing it alone. The author and finisher of your faith is holding the pen with you. Think of the things you thought were dead, the dreams you buried in the backyard of your disappointment. Go dig them up. Breathe on them. They are not dead. They were dormant. They were hibernating through the winter of your soul. Spring has come. The thaw is here. Life is springing forth in the desert. Streams in the wasteland. It is happening. It is springing up. Do you not perceive it? Open your spiritual eyes. Look beyond the physical circumstances. The bank account might still say zero, but the storehouses of heaven are open. The medical report might still look bad, but the healing has been released. The relationship might still look broken, but the restoration is in motion. Do not judge the day by the weather. Judge it by the Word. The Word says you are the head and not the tail. The Word says you are above and not beneath. The Word says that all things work together for your good. Last night, that working together reached a critical mass. The puzzle pieces snapped into place. The picture is complete. The archangels are returning to their posts, but they have left a detachment of guardians around you. You are more protected now than you have ever been. You can walk into rooms and change the atmosphere just by being there. You carry a residue of the glory from the courtroom of heaven. People will look at you and wonder what is different. They won't be able to put a finger on it, but they will sense the authority. Use that authority to bless. Use it to heal. Use it to speak life. Do not use it to curse. You have too much power now to be petty. Rise above the low-level frequencies of gossip and strife. You belong to the high places. Eagle, it is time to fly. You have been scratching in the dirt with chickens for too long, thinking you were one of them. You are not. You belong to the sky. The wind of the Spirit is blowing. Spread your wings. Catch the thermal. Let it lift you effortlessly. The struggle is over. The striving is over. The flow has begun. You are going to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Not when you die and go to heaven here. Now, in the land of the living, you will see the justice of God. You will see the provision of God. And when it happens, when the floodgates open, remember this moment. Remember the silence. Remember the shift. And give the glory where it is due. Do not touch the glory. It belongs to Him. You are a vessel, a chosen, broken, remade, and filled vessel. Pour out what you have been given. The night is over. The dawn is breaking. The morning star is rising in your heart. I want you to seal this in your spirit. Do not let the birds of the air come and snatch this seed away. Cover it with prayer. Water it with thanksgiving. You are not the same person you were yesterday. The upgrade is complete. The download is finished. The system has rebooted. Walk in it. Stand tall. Your redemption draweth nigh. The silence of the archangels was out of respect for the masterpiece God is revealing. That masterpiece is you. If you receive this verdict, if you accept this new timeline and are ready to walk in this new authority, I want you to type the following words to seal it in the physical realm. It is settled. Do not just think it, type it. Let your physical action align with your spiritual belief. It is settled. The court is adjourned. The blessing is released. Go in peace.